today was released that Jazz Chisholm was voted MLB's most overrated player. Do y'all agree?
Might be the only vote they've ever gotten right.
Yeah, I don't think it helps that when they decided to move him to center and he came out and did this whole like, I'll still be an all-star, I'll win a Gold Glove, I'll do all this, I'll do all that. And he just hasn't really been able to kind of live up to it. I think it affected him having to make that position change. And listen, he's a good baseball player, but like he was on track to becoming like people out there talk like he's on the cover of MLB The Show, he's on the cover of magazines, he's everyone. The only person people are talking about is Jazz Chisholm this, Jazz Chisholm that, and he just kind of came back to earth a little bit. I think it's valid. I think there's a lot of overrated players in baseball, if we're being honest. But I think for the noise that is surrounding him, I think that's valid.
Yeah. And the only full season he's played was actually didn't even play full season. Never mind. He's the most games he's played in a season is 124. This year he probably should break that, but he has only played more than 100 games once in his first 4 seasons. I mean, he's also a guy who doesn't get on the field very often either, so it's really hard to tell what he is. But I will say, like, his swagger and his attitude is everything I hate about some of these younger players. And when you don't back it up, the world loves to see that. And he's continually talked a great game and then not backed it up.
I mean, we're a 250 hitter. It's not good. When we're in there, we're not putting the bat on the ball. So
he's a 246 career hitter.
Yeah.
With 400 Ks in 1,400 plate appearances. I mean, the numbers don't lie. He's not very effective.
Yeah.
But he's one of those players. We talked a little bit about Ellie De La Cruz last week. Ellie's got crazy raw talent, but he's got to show that he can adjust. Jazz Chisholm came up the same way with crazy raw talent. He's never adjusted. He's just continued to be good enough to hang around, but he's not a team you're not gonna build a team around him. He's a piece.
I think that's the difference between your really, really good hitters and your subpar to average hitters is when the pitchers adjust, the batters don't take much time to adjust after the pitchers have adjusted, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like that back and forth is quicker than when the pitchers are learning how to pitch to me. And then I'm just stuck in that rut for a month and a half, 2 months. My average hits the tank. That's not what makes you a good hitter, obviously. But those guys that can turn around, right. Those guys that can turn around, make those adjustments, make those slight tweaks in their swing to get the bat on the ball. That's where your top of the line elite hitters come.
Yeah, it's a week slump versus a month and a half, 2 month slump. I mean, that's 100% it.
Yeah.
I mean, in 4.5 seasons, he's a career 6.9 WAR. He's effectively a game to a game and a half better than the average player. So he's effectively an average player. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Does he have the talent to be better than that? Yes, but he's never been able to put it all together.
Yeah.
And I do agree with Sean. Position changes can affect you, but like he wasn't tearing the cover off the ball before the position change either. So he's dropped off some, but he's never really.
Well, no, I was more saying like I agree. I think it impacts you. I was more saying like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the loudness with which he changed positions. Like it'd be one thing if the Marlins come out and they're like, we're going to move you to center field because that's what we have. We believe that he can do it. And he comes out, with humility and it's like, it's going to be a tough adjustment, but I believe in myself and I think I can do it. And it's, it's going to be a grind and I'm going to do what I can, blah, blah, blah. You do that and you go through struggles and people are a little bit more kind of calm with it. You come out and you start saying how you're going to win Gold Gloves and MVPs the very next year because it's not a problem. And then this is what you put out. Like you said, people like to revel in that, you know? And I think that's where the public perception of, yes, he's the most overrated player in baseball comes from.
Yep.
Because people like to revel in you not backing it up.
Yeah, 100%.